Morning everybody, it's Monday morning.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Back at it. It is 7:30, 5 degrees, it's warmed up a bit. On my way in. I've got Emma's T5 first thing. We've got to do a set of component speakers in it. Speaker adapters. Maybe some sound treatment. It's slippy. Hope you all had a good weekend. Yesterday, didn't do much, just spent a day chilling with the fam. Doing the old father-daughter stuff. Kids running around, I'm chasing them, tickling, screaming, shouting. You know, usual stuff, good fun stuff. And then in the evening, promptly just wiped out, fell asleep. So I feel slightly like I've had loads of sleep, but you know, like when you're just kind of a bit groggy, I'm kind of in that space at the minute. Let's get rid of this person because they're driving slower than Miss Daisy. So yes, on my way in. Sky is kind of patchy blue-grey. Sun's just starting to come up. Looks like a nice golden sunrise, but we're not going to see much of it. But in between the clouds it does look nice, very menacing, but good. I'm hopefully going to get time to get on with the Lexus again today, get the wing put on. And I'm waiting on my hot staple gun turning up. That's going to be the thing that's going to repair the crack in the front bumper, so I can get that sorted, and then the bumpers can be removed and taken off and given to Cubby to paint. And I'm hoping Scott has finished with my wheels as well. They should have been done the tail end of last week, but he didn't phone me, so I'm guessing they're a bit behind. But hopefully that'll be today. I'll get a phone call to say the wheels are done, and we can get the tyres stuck back on and chucked on the car. Radiator wise, I've ordered a new radiator. Funnily enough, I found obviously that guy down in London, Marvin, who sold me the automatic Lexus radiator, so it had the transcooler in the bottom of it. He didn't notice, I didn't notice. You know what? There's no point getting all shitty about it. It is what it is. He was really apologetic, bless him, and I was like, look, mate, you know what? Don't worry about it. It happens. It is what it is. But I got 50 quid back obviously for not having a radiator, and then I found a radiator online, brand new, 50 quid. So that's been ordered. It's due in Thursday, so we'll have a new radiator for the Lexus. So we'll wait for that to come in, and then I can kind of button up the front end. We're not putting the bumper back on yet, but I would like to get the car started and just check everything out, make sure everything is good. And then that's one more thing ticked off the list. Give it a clean, sort of go over the car, any more other bits that I need to kind of get sorted. And last to do will be on the side of the car. Lexus IS200s, they're notorious for the rear wheel arch has like this weird little plastic cover, and it holds water in like the chassis channel. So the side of the sill at the very back, it's not structural, it's just the outer casing, but they do get crusty. My last one had one, this one has it. They all do it, it is what it is. But I've got a little patch I'm gonna do, so I'm gonna get a copy sill, like a pattern part. Cut the bit out that I need, it should be cheap enough to use and throw away. And then get myself I need to buy a welder, I need to buy a MIG welder. Tack that in, give it a little spruce up, some seal, some Bonder seal, and then or panel seal. Give it a paint protection and whatnot. But I've been inside the chassis at the back, like sprayed loads of. We have this stuff called like Genolite, like rust repair, and it chemically changes the rust to stop it growing. Obviously, you know, sometimes if you just remove rust, it doesn't actually stop it. It can still sit in the metal and then continue again. So you'll paint over nice fresh, what you look like is nice fresh metal, and it's not. It will come through again all rusty and bubbly. So we put this stuff on it called Genolite, which is like a pink gel, and it eats the rust and changes the chemical property to stop the rust actually coming out, which is good. And get the seal painted and done, and then it's on eBay. Get it ready to sell. Make some money. I have actually found a new truck which I'm really interested in. It's a newer version of my Land Cruiser, so obviously we're going to sell Noodle, the truck. He's going to go. But I say I have found a newer one, a newer version, a newer model, and it's nice. I like it a lot. So I'm kind of working towards that. But we've just arrived at work. Oh God, look at me! I've talked all the way. See you in a bit. Morning, everyone. Right, we've got our first one in. T5. So we're doing front door speakers. So mid-range in here. And these Unos, Hertz Unos, tweeter, mid-range, speaker spacers. Tweeter's going to go up there. Same on that door. Yeah, let's get cracking. What's up, everybody? So we've got our tweeters mounted. Just going to get on with this door, put some sound deadening in, fit the adapter, drill out the standard stuff, and then he's done and can come and pick him up. One more bit to do. Right then, everyone, so the T5's done. We've got our tweeters up here, tweeter over there, mid-range, bit of sound deadening, speaker adapter, and it's all good. That'll do, because I'm happy. Perfect. Right, let's get Emma to pick this one up. On to the next. Evening, everyone. It's the end of Monday. Emma's picked up her T5. She's loving the speakers. I'm just shutting up shop, getting ready to go home. I was supposed to have a job in this afternoon, but what seems to be the normal at the minute, I was saying to a friend of mine, ever since this COVID malarkey has hit, I've never cancelled so much work, and I've never had so many people just stitch and not show up for jobs. It's really rude, really frustrating. But I've managed to crack on with the Lexus, so we've got the new wing on. I'm just sorting out the bonnets off. We're just sorting out some bits and bobs at the front. I got the crash bar on, you know, just going through the bits and bobs, waiting for my radiator, which is coming Thursday. Chaser battery's on charge because numbnuts here left the interior light on and it went flat. So that's on charge. But a good day nonetheless. A nice slow start to the week. It's never good becoming knuckles deep on Monday. Might as well do it gently, bring it in softly. But I'm going to pack up, go home, see the girls, have some tea, and I will see you bright and early for tomorrow. It is a Tuesday. I'm not going to jinx it, but Jody may be coming. It is a snap on Tuesday and he should be back at work by now. So we should have some toolage. That's all switched off. Some tool chat tomorrow. Hopefully he's got my other spanners in that I've been waiting on, and I still need to remind him about that drawer as well, because that's still busted. So I will see you bright and early tomorrow morning. Ciao. Good morning everybody. It's Alex, ASC. Tuesday, snap on Tuesday hopefully. Let's hope Jody comes, get some tools, maybe have a look at some new stuff, maybe change some spanners, see what else is on the van. So I'm hoping he gets around to us today. It's 7:15, just on my way in. Following a car with a bad earth on the brake lights, or bad earth on the rear lights, so when you brake the indicator and the reverse light come on. As we were discussing with Lazy Electric, is trying to find the fastest route home back to the earth, so it's going back down the other brakes, back down the other cables, making the illumination come on the other lights. Tuesday, what have we got in today? I think we've got an Audi A3 in today. It's having a full fascia kit. Pioneer SP DA230, sub and amp installed. This is 80s Mrs.'s dad. She won a competition that we were running a while ago, basically we were giving away some stuff at ASC for, like, I don't know whether it was Christmas time or it may have been a Macmillan giveaway. Everyone donates to Macmillan and we just give something away for free. So somebody gets some nice cool equipment, Macmillan makes some money for the cancer research and support. I forget, but anyway, we were doing some kind of giveaway. She won it. Had a sub and amp installed by me. She's now sold her car, so her dad has now got an Audi A3 and he wants a bit of bass in it, but we're going to change the head unit and stuff as well to make it kind of sound a bit better. First one's in today, a 3 Series Beamer. This one is having a bit of a Chinesium camera. We've got a reverse camera to stick on here, run the cabling into the car, round here, down there. Got to take a reverse light feed. Is it in the tailgate? Oh, it is in the tailgate. That makes my life a bit easier. So reverse light feed is in the tailgate, run the camera round and under, through all this, up here, across, and then he's got one of these wolf box. Is that like a sexual term? One of these clip-on cameras with another camera on the front. It comes with a cigarette lighter charger, GPS puck, that's our rear cam. It's going to go on the rear tailgate, and that's the cable for the rear camera. I've advised him not to. I told him to buy a proper camera, but he wants this one. So that's going to be our first hit this morning. Jesus, look at all this this triangulation in here. These some posh old seat covers. Let's get on. Right everybody, how we doing? So, rear camera is pretty much done. Alright, there's our rear camera going in there. Comes around here into the car. This is going to be our reverse trigger, which we're going to take off the reverse light, and that's going to be in this loom here, which I'll do last. But one thing I want to touch on. So I often get asked why don't you do Chinese radios? And I always recommend to people that whenever they come in, that they don't do Chinese radios, as in the Android-y, Extron-y garbage that you see floating around Amazon and any other place on the internet, because they're bad, right? The quality's bad, they're not thought out, the speed of them is slow. It's not anything I want to warranty. I will be ended up wasting my days changing radios. Now, I had a customer the other day message me, phoning up about a quote, and he asked me how much it was to fit a radio. Now, because of the influx of all this Chinese rubbish, I asked him what radio it is, and he was like, oh, it's just a doubled in touchscreen, you know. So I was like, is it one of these eBay, Amazon type, you know, radios? And he's like, well, yeah, it is, but what does that matter? And then started to get a bit shitty in his response. Now, I basically said to him that I don't touch the Chinese stuff. Thanks anyway, but you know, we can't fit it because of the damage it may cause to your vehicle and the warranty process I'm not having a part of. It's just a massive waste of time. To which he replied that I'm not a proper audio shop, because I replied with a one sentence answer of no, I don't touch the Chinese stuff. He wrote out this massive paragraph and he basically said, you're not a true audio specialist. Everything is made in China these days anyway. You know, basically just being a silly little man, because he bought something cheap, couldn't get anywhere to fit it, and I know he'll have been asking around Swindon and everyone said the same thing, and started to get on my case about why I do or do not fit Chinese stuff, about my reasons. Now, I don't need to explain that to anyone other than I am a professional. I've been doing this a long time. And I don't want my customers to be in and out of my shop 24/7 with problems, and I tend not to find that with all the name brands, obviously, you know, Pioneer, Kenwood, Sony, JVC, Alpine, that kind of stuff. Now, there's a reason for it, okay? We've had issues with cars catching fire where the head units have been connected up, after a few minutes they've got warm and actually burnt. That was a Vauxhall Corsa. We had one satellite. Fortunately the car survived, the loom survived. It was just the radio that smoked, and the woman come back quick enough for us to get it out. We've had reliability issues where the longest one I've ever seen working was about 6 months, and anything after that, you know, even as quick as, you know, 7 or 8 minutes, they fail. I don't like them, and I want my customers to leave with a happy smile on their face, and not that they're in here every week having a problem sorted. And that's why I don't do it. It's not because I'm trying to be an arsehole. It's because I say to you, this stuff is garbage. It's not thought out. It's not programmed properly. All the Chinese stuff is bootlegged off another bootleg, and what you end up with is shit. Utter crap. And this is one reason exactly for this, right? Now, this screen is fitted properly, right? I fitted this properly. So in the top here, we've got our power plug, which is this mini USB. We've got our rear camera input, and we've got our GPS, right? Now, it has a front camera on the front of it here. Now, that's supposed to look backwards, and obviously the rear camera looks backwards. And the point being is that when you select reverse, up here somewhere will become a screen. So as well as a dash cam, it also does a reverse camera, right? And you think, okay, that's a great idea, but it's not. Because we sit this side of the car, right? The travel for this means it has to go, obviously the mirror is turned slightly to the right, so the driver can see the reflection behind him, okay? So it's going to be turned that way. Now, the way that this crap is set up is that to get that past this mirror, you have to elongate, like move the ball right over. Now, that ball can't move over anymore because it's seeing the back of this, right? And if I move this thing here more to the left of the mirror, right, I start exposing this side of the mirror, which I think just looks stupid anyway. But pretty soon, this strap here is about to fall off, which means the mirror may just suddenly drop off in front of the driver, scare the absolute crap out of them, and they may crash the car because they're not expecting something to come swinging at them while they're driving down the road. All right, now this may seem like a great idea. That's as far as that ball goes, and I tell you now, it's still facing that way. So unless this lens is stupidly wide, you're not going to see what's over there because of this is in the way. All right, now this is exactly the reason why I don't like the Chinese stuff. All right, it's cheap. It's cheap for a reason. My cameras are 350 quid fitted from Thinkware, and they work and they look nice as long as they're fitted properly. They work, they look nice. We don't get any issues with them. This is Chinese garbage. This is the reason why I say to you, don't buy these Chinese things, because they're crap. I mean, that's pretty much on the limit. If that gives or this snaps, this thing is coming down. And what you don't want is that swinging at you while you're trying to drive down the road. And yes, they've got kids. So it's even more of a concern. But take it from me, people. Stop buying this shit. Honestly, you are not going to be happy with it. It's cheap, cheap garbage. We are going to end up in a world where everything is 50p junk. Please stop it. So the beam is all done. We've got a rear camera on the number plate hole, and then inside works on and off. Up there, look, there's our camera. So if I start this thing up, there we go. And then if I go reverse, it gives me parking lines in the sky. Excellent. How do we go? Settings. Settings. Oh, what did I do then? I lowered the camera. Settings. What have I done? Can we switch? Oh, there we go. There's our front camera. Right. So where my car is poking, all right, the middle of the car is looking at the kicker sign, all right. That shelf obviously is here. So if anyone comes from this direction over here and hits me, I'm gonna have absolutely no footage of it because this stupid little thing here doesn't see far enough. So it's not at all a wide angled lens, it's really narrow. So the lens aperture looks like about that big. Not the best. Right then, next up we've got this Audi A3. It's having new head unit, fascia kit, so we're getting rid of the Audi Plus navigation because it is garbage. We've got a nice Kenwood sub to go in. These things are awesome, really loud, very cheap but really loud. A JBL amp to run this. We've got to put in a new power cable, and we're putting in a Pioneer head unit with fascia kit. Pocket in the dash to replace the CD changer, and we'll get rid of this thing, much like we did the A6 at the weekend, or the A4, sorry. Microphone and DAB up here, DAB aerial there, microphone here. Yeah, fairly simple. It's got an ESP fault on the car already, and the key doesn't work when you plug it in and do it remotely, so it's got a few electrical issues, but at least the stereo will be banging, eh? Right then, peeps, cracking on with the Audi. So the head unit is pretty much wired and ready to go in. We've got the fascia kit in. Microphone is at the top here in the center, DAB aerial over on the side. I've just poked in my little pokey stick. This has, down in the engine compartment, it has a little rubber grommet down there, and it's got some spare nipples that we're going to use to put this cable through. So I've tied it onto my stick, taped it round so we've got a nice smooth end, and I've greased the end of it with WD-40 so it slips in the bit nice and straight and easy. Doesn't go in without a screen, fuss. Come on. And then we pull it and pull it and pull it and pull it until we see the end of our cable lift. That's our power through the firewall Now, because this Audi has these really gay battery terminals, that if you try and undo them, they put like a spread on the end of this 10mm bolt, and what happens is when you undo them, you absolutely shaft the nut and it never goes back on. So we've got to go here. So we've got a little buzz bar here. This is live. We'll put our power terminal onto this and then fuse it there. And then that one's coming along. So once we've done that, we can get the head unit in the dash, glove box can go back in. We'll run our cabling all the way down to the back, connect up our earth, put our amp on our seat, wire up to the sub, set the thing up, tune it, good to go. This one's done. I keep watching that camera for snap-on. I need a fix. Just a snap-on fix. I do believe there's a snap-on truck outside. Oh, let's go and get my fix. It is.
Hello, mate.
Hello, darling.
How are you, right?
I'm good.
Good.
How are you?
Very well, mate.
Congratulations on the baby.
Thank you.
Going good?
Yeah, good, mate. Yeah, it's going all right.
Good. Oh yeah.
17, I believe that might be, you know, the whole.
That should be the whole kit and caboodle.
I think so.
I
Still
think-
a few draw latches.
Yes, yes.
I'm guessing they'll either be on the boat or being made or.
Oh. Hey, yep, what we got?
That's the latest flyer.
Ooh. Let's have a little look at this.
And there's a workshop one as well.
Cool. Out the blocks. Oh, that's cool. Some new designs on the boxes.
Yeah, Lancia, Renault
Quattro,
5,
yeah.
and the Audi.
You are
Rally
Quattro,
ones.
Michel Mouton. Got. Impact stuff. Power probe.
Yeah, that's our version of the Power Probe.
250. Does it come in purple? It does.
No, the screen's in purple, unfortunately. You can have one of the screens in purple.
In it. Master multimeter Y terminal output kit.
Yes. It's just.
That's cool. Ooh, open that bad boy up. Let's have a look. Oh, nice. So they've gone to all-in-one tool sets as well.
100th anniversary.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Because I've got, dare I say it, I've got a Halfords Pro one that I take everywhere with me. Yeah, and I tell you what, it's brilliant.
This one's more of like a limited edition. Like you can use them obviously, but
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
got
yeah.
like the Ratchet's got 100th anniversary, and you get like a 100th anniversary coin and
Oh, that's nice.
box.
Yeah. And what are they?
What are they? What price wise?
Yeah.
£1,000.
What?
£1,000.
Get to fuck.
No, honestly.
1,000 quid.
What you got to think about is the sets that you've got semi, shallow, and deep, all in Imperial and metrics. You've got 6 sets of sockets there.
Jeez.
All the extensions, obviously, and ratchets as well.
Oh.
Yeah, they are. No, they
Oh,
are.
that kind of money, you won't want to use it, would
No,
you?
that's right.
Jeez.
List price on them is 2,100.
Jesus. Wept. Wow. This is cool though.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
A bit different, isn't it?
How much?
I don't know myself actually. I should have done my homework. I'll tell you.
Is it in here? I did see it a minute ago.
Yeah, it's 249.
249.
313.
Hmm.
Yeah, we've never really had that one on special before.
This one.
No. Good Christmas and New Year.
Yeah, you know, family stuff, mate. Didn't really do a lot.
No, you can't kind of.
Can't believe that's a grand. Holy cow. I get it, but I don't get it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I understand. It is. I guess there'll always only be 100th anniversary, won't there? So.
Hmm. I suppose you've got one here, haven't you?
No.
Ah.
I've got one coming. I've already sold it to a customer.
Oh, have you? Let me guess. When in metal recycling? How did I know? What's the difference of the advanced multimeter then? What does that do?
So it's obviously backlit. It's an auto ranging one. Backlit, obviously it's a bigger screen, and it's obviously Bluetooth, so you can have an app on your phone.
Right.
So what you can do is if you've got it on a car and you're testing something and you want to be able to just press a button or something,
Yeah.
but you've got the multimeter plugged into somewhere else,
Yeah.
you can then obviously have it on your phone and watch the screen as well.
Right.
So
Right.
if you're in like in a cab somewhere and it's around the front, and you know, it's a real trick piece, the kit. 7-year warranty obviously on it.
Yeah.
So it's the standard ones. It's our new version, newest version out. Being colour screen as well.
Yeah. 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 Battery packs. Oh, welders. Your Snap-on MIG welder,
Yes.
can you put gas with it or not? So obviously it says it can be used with gasless MIG wire. Does that
Yeah, as
mean
far
it
as
comes
all-
with a regulator too?
It does come. I can't remember actually. I haven't seen. To be honest, I have to ask for you. I don't know. I'll ask. I'll find out for you.
Hmm.
'Cause we do the 180 as well, which is a bigger version, don't we?
Yeah.
Which is gas. That's for sure.
Because I'm looking at a welder. I need to have a welder.
Well, it depends on what size you want. Like you say, do you want a
Well-
small or what do you want to? Depends on how much you're going to be welding.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's in here or not. Probably not in the other one. We do the bigger version that's on obviously on wheels. That one's like a carry around one.
Comes on like a table.
Yeah.
So that's probably a gasless one then,
Yeah,
I guess.
I think
Yeah.
it's just gasless. Yeah, we obviously do the bigger one, which is a 180 MIG. I don't think if anyone's got one. Yeah. They are very good though.
That's a beast of a tool, isn't it?
Yeah.
New year, new body. The brushless sander out yet? Polisher?
Yeah, not yet.
What's that one? That's
that
the
is-
normal one.
That is the
4.
Yeah, that's the normal one. There's the 861. There's the new one. It's
Right.
coming out.
We ain't got that yet.
Not yet.
I suppose they don't do the foams for all of the tools, do they?
They do a bigger foam, yeah.
Do they?
They do a bigger foam, yeah. Kim at PL's got one. Yeah, it's got the
Saw,
saw,
driver,
the driver,
bits.
screwdriver, quarter drive gun, 3/8 gun, drill, 90-degree drill, I think.
Yeah.
It's a few. There's quite a few bits on them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got a picture. Let's see if I've got.
I'd quite like a foam to put all my
Yes, put it
guns
all
in,
yeah.
just so I can keep an eye on what's getting lost and what's not.
The only issue is if the brushless stuff's coming out, it's a slightly different shape.
I could live with that. It'd only be one, wouldn't it?
Yeah, yeah. I think it'd be the polisher. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'm not sure what the other's going to be like. If they're going to change it. I don't think they will. I know the polisher's a slightly different shape. But
I could live with
cut
that.
out of way, couldn't it?
Exactly. It's only foam.
Yeah.
You say you've got some stuff for me, you reckon?
I've got some spanners for you.
Awesome.
14 and 17 just in. That should complete the set.
Yes. Let's give you some money.
Oh, isn't it?
These finished.
These all done. We've got our spare little box in there for a USB, so we put in a little pocket in the top there, and we've got the radio steering controls are all working.
This is a full Bose system, this one. And then in the back, we've got a Kenwood sub and our JBL amp. And a tailgate that really doesn't want to shut. There we go. Let's clear some codes, get this thing done. On to the next in a bit. Well, everyone, That's it for a snap on Tuesday. Wasn't really a lot on the van. Lots of cool stuff in the flyers. But I am paying £1,000 for a socket set that I'm never going to use. I know it's 100th anniversary and all, but it's a lot of money for what would be a display item. But we got all the work done that we needed to. Back at it bright and early for tomorrow. I will see you all then. Have a good evening. Take care. Be safe. See you tomorrow. Morning everyone. It's Wednesday morning. I got my first job in, which is a lovely purple. Yes, purple TT. We've got to do a Pioneer Z5200 CarPlay and Android Auto, screen, DVD, digital radio, Bluetooth stereo, full fascia kit, get rid of the Audi Plus navigation. We're doing a reverse camera up here, and we've got to check out this driver's door speaker, this passenger door speaker, because this is not working properly. The bass is gone, the tweeter is still working, so we've got to check that out. And she wants a front-facing dash camera, so we're going to do one of the Kenwood. So you remember that TT we did the other week with the bad earth track, and I had to replace the inner light lens? So someone's done the same on this one too, but instead they've drilled a hole, they've earthed out the main frame inside, and then they've run it through this lovely little connector here and just locked off that. Good job! 1984. What's up everybody, it's your resident poser. So the TT's all done. We finished. Camera's in. There's some silicone around it at the minute, just kind of sealing the area up. But the old radio's out. Yep. Light's just fallen over. So there's our Pioneer. There's our Kenwood dash cam. Microphone, DAB aerial. This one doesn't have steering controls, but we do have sound. Just turn that down. And then if we go reverse, there's our camera. Pretty sick. And I've just taken the door card off. Obviously we've got to investigate that front left, but this is quite funny. We've ordered a new one from Audi, which is coming in tomorrow. So let me just find a place I can pop here. So this is the old Audi speaker. Let me get a screwdriver. Now they all come with these stupid little grills on them. We'll just get that out of the way. Flavor Flav. Anyway, this is the problem. It's the outer moves. Oh, there we go. We've just freed it up. Maybe shall I put it back in? Shall I reuse it? It'll be all right, won't it? Yeah, I reckon that's about as good as anything you buy off of eBay. With your magnet all fucking stuck in. No, I can't get the voice coil out. It's proper stuck in. Yeah, that ain't coming out. So that's why it's not making any sound. This is your voice coil, this spun wire here, and obviously it sits inside the magnet. When the current happens, it draws the speaker down. I'm not going to do that hand gesture too many times. But yeah, this one's done. New one's coming tomorrow. The rest of the car's finished. We'll just wait for that now. Got a fun one in tomorrow. I have a mini with a whole dash change. We're supplying a radio and bits and bobs. You want some 6x9s from Kicker to go in the back. But that'd be a bit of a full-on job. But for now, that's as far as we can go with it. Head unit's done. All looks pretty sweet. I'm just waiting on this speaker now.
Meanwhile,
just picked up the freshies.
Should be good. Rob's just putting the tyres on for me. Soundman's getting me a spare tyre to go on the back. And then they can go on the car. I can get the old radiators coming tomorrow as well. Might be a late weekend trying to get this thing buttoned up. In a bit. Oh, well, that's it for Wednesday. We've got the Audi quite far done. Just got the speaker on the door to do. And I may clean up the signal at the back. I may put a relay on that reverse feed yet. The power voltage is kind of quite on the limit of it. So just to sort of not create problems, I may do a relay on it just to boost the signal a bit. But yeah, a good Wednesday. Got lots done today. Got the cars in from out of the rain. I'll get my ass home because I'm cooking tonight. Chef Alex is on the case. See you bright and early for Thursday.